The new question of the century. With all this Jedi attention going on and the latest edition of Bastila, the question that we have been getting recently is who's the best Jedi leader? And really, there's only two options, you think, right?
Well, I mean, Qui-Gon Jinn in a faraway third.
That's old stuff. We're talking the two best Jedi leaders right now.
Well, yeah.
And it's Bastila and Yoda lead. And to test this out, we're putting him through some stress testing up against the Palpatine, Traya, and all that lovely nightmare stuff there. Yeah. So why don't you start us off and show us your favorite Bastila team. Let's talk about her, and then we'll kind of compare it to Grandmaster Yoda, because they both offer a lot of benefits. But why are you enjoying Bastila?
Okay, so this is my favorite team. There's two ways of assisting Grandmaster Yoda so that he gets turn meter, and that is with Ezra and Bastila. And then the main thing is that I really prefer Old Ben in here over General Kenobi for a lot of different reasons. So the auto taunt, the turn meter removal, the manipulation early. It's just a lot of fun. And, and then Ezra, it does monster damage. I mean, how do you not like that? I mean, look at that. We got two basic attacks for basically 30,000 right away. And then, it just escalates from there. And look at all this turn meter removal, which is great. And again, here we're going to go with like a monster hit. Let's see what happens. 20,000.
Oh, no crits. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now
you could have done more.
Well, okay, so normally with Bastila's middle ability, you would call in Grandmaster Yoda to get the turn meter advantage, but might as well just bring in Ezra for some more hits. Look at that, 25,000, and then we can just take in an easy basic attack, and it's done right there. So we've already basically eliminated Palpatine right from the gate, and that's kind of nice, right? It's fun.
Right. Yeah, as we're going to see, one of the biggest differences is, do you want all the bonuses right at the beginning, the protection up, the 15% turn meter gain, or do you want something what Grandmaster Yoda offers, which is more bonuses throughout the battle, constantly getting tenacity popping up, constantly getting turn meter when you're getting those debuffs coming onto you. So it really all comes down to that, but each leader kind of alters the team a little bit, and I 100% agree. I think Old Ben is much better than General Kenobi in a Bastila type of leadership, because you can get him so early out there to remove turn meter and lock down the enemy. And if you're not fighting teams of Traya, that's really awesome, because they won't be able to shake off those debuffs. Here, the main problem that we're having is that Traya will shake off those debuffs, but you've made a video on your channel that we found out through live streaming, is that how Towson kind of locks down those debuffs from Old Ben. But this video is it's a pure Jedi video. Well, the best pure Jedi team and best pure Jedi leaders, and they both kind of offer the same thing. But with that, there's also limitations, as we're seeing. You don't really have a way in a full Jedi team to keep like Scion controlled, to keep them locked down. Right. And that's the biggest problem you're going to run into. And now your team's going to get slowly picked off one by one.
And we had some solutions to the Scion problem. One of the obvious solution would be just to out DPS him and knock him out, and that's what Ezra's there for. And I was kind of hoping Bastila would do something like that, but that's not the case. She can do good damage, and that's fine. But we don't have any like a Nihilus or a Talzin solution or something like that. So it's kind of a trick, and I'm okay with it, but as soon as hatred goes off, you can write this battle off, and maybe we'll get it right here. We're so close.
One more hit.
See, Ezra?
Come on.
Okay, Ezra.
Woo! Finally. Okay. Yeah, once you get Sign out of the way, usually, I don't want to say 100% of the time, but usually things feel a bit better. You just got to be careful of Nihilus not picking off the rest of your team. The Jedi are still missing out. Yes, they're better at the Grandmaster Yoda, 100%. There's actually viable Jedi teams.
Yeah.
Bastila doesn't like increase them like twofold, but it's a nice little addition with the leadership ability. It's really the leadership ability that makes Bastila really appealing. The rest of the stuff on her, it's kind of like, it's okay. Like her unique ability, the legendary battle meditation, like you get it, but then Science strips it away 2 seconds later. So it's like, well, that wasn't too helpful. But I think we always think about endgame stuff, but I think we also have to consider those people who are kind of in the middle of the run, getting those beginner Jedi teams. Like, could you imagine if a 3-4-star Bastila doing well in Arena with Old Ben and Yoda and Ezra, for example, against a lot of those earlier teams, like those wedge teams and whatnot, before people start hitting the walls?
Well, sure. I mean, even Jolie would be more viable. I mean, the only reason why I was not thrilled about Jolie is solely because of Nihilus and his Annihilate and not being able to revive from death. But we just took out Traya here. It wasn't too painful. We got through it. It was fine. And, it's just, it's a different battle today altogether. I mean, we're trying to compare everything to Traya, and I think that's not fair. But
right.
In territory wars, territory battles, she's great. I mean, I'm kind of hyped for Jedis, with some new tricks in their bag, right?
Yep, they definitely have the tricks in their bag. Just some of the stuff we're getting, we need some damage output, a tank that's kind of like Scion, just a lot of stuff that they're missing. So that's your first battle, showing Bastila definitely has some cool stuff to offer. But now we're going to transition, same team we're going to battle against, but now we're going to go in with a Yoda-led team. Kind of the same lineup here. Instead of Old Ben, we're putting General Kenobi because it's a little better with the Yoda, and we're putting Yoda as the lead. And the main thing is, we're not going to get that many out-the-gate benefits. We're not getting 15% turn meter, and the problem is, this team is very quick. I don't think I actually might be in trouble. Look how fast the Traya is. Look how fast the Thrawn is.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit rough. But let's call in Ezra for the Grandmaster's training. Always a great first guy to get out there. All right, now, ooh, I could do a few things. I could grant this, but then Sion's going to strip it all away. I think we have to just remove some turn meter off of Palpatine before he gets a mass stun. All right. Oh, that's going to be rough at the beginning. Oh, see, that's
the reason why I'm not a fan of Kenobi anymore is that with isolation on Kenobi, all he can do is his basic attack, both his cleanse and his... Oh, that's nice. All right, well, it's close. Attack. It's close.
No, we're going to get stuck behind Sion now. We're going to get stuck behind Sion because this team is very quick. I mean, if you have... I mean, and maybe it depends. It depends what you're facing. If you're facing a team that's definitely slower, I mean, then maybe you'll be good. But, man, with the Yoda lead, it's hard to get out the gate, unlike what you were showing with Bastila. So that's the problem we're having here is that they have very good mods.
The other thing, too, is I think with Bastila, the fracture and the isolation would have been stuck on Old Ben rather than, your key Grandmaster Yoda, right? That's where you're stuck is,
that's another problem, too.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's see. Maybe we can do some health equalization, try to get our other Yoda back in the battle a little bit. But, yeah, just that shows you right there. Man, minute and a half, I didn't get much done. I mean, Kenobi's dead weight right now. We can't do that. Nope. We can't do this.
Can't do that.
You can't, I mean, it's pretty
at
much
least with Old Ben, he can die.
Yeah,
all the buffs to everybody.
There we go, right?
Right.
Yeah,
and then you get the taunt from the very start. Then when he taunts again, then if even that taunt gets stripped, he can taunt. So I don't know. There's just a lot of advantages, and being able to go faster, I think is good, and all that extra protection. You don't have to worry about Palpatine chipping away at you, and maybe you can survive a Traya blast. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
So that last Yoda battle was pretty depressing. As you see right there, night and day difference. Same mods on the other teams. Pretty much the same lineup, but just the leadership ability just makes all the difference in the world. So we're going to break it off a little bit, break our rule of full Jedi team, and add Ahsoka Tano in here, because Ahsoka Tano really has shined very brightly with the addition of all these new Jedi buffs with Bastila and the Yoda stuff going on. So hopefully Sion doesn't take all this stuff away from us. But the hope is, man, Thrawn just loves going after Yoda.
Look at that. You can still get a big hit right here.
Let's see. If I can she connect the dots, or is Sion going to beat me to it? Ahsoka's an attacker, right? Not support, so I can't give her a turn meter from Ezra. Let's see how much damage we can do. Let's see. Come on, big damage. 37. All right, but see, Sion, the timing, there's not enough going around.
That's where I think Bastila with Old Ben, where, having Ahsoka in there would still have been fine.
You're right.
Whoa, but look at that. You still got through Palpatine. Not a problem, right?
Right. There's nothing for her to steal now. That's the problem. I mean, watch. I'm going to do it, but it's going to do like 6,000 damage. Let's start throwing some stuff up there. So maybe the next time around, she'll have something. She'll grab some foresight. And that's another reason why maybe you might like this team is because Yoda, the Jedi are constantly getting all this stuff, the crit damage and stuff naturally. So we'll have some benefits for Ahsoka to steal. Man, I feel like I got to go after Nihilus or Traya. It doesn't matter. If I go, I'm going to get stuck behind Sion eventually. Oh, 42,000. Come on. Get some more damage out there. 11,000. Come on.
Yeah, now you're stuck behind so like all that damage you did to Traya, maybe you can get her down, but she's going to gain back health, and in the meantime, half of your team is going to stuck behind Sion, so it's always a tricky thing. It's like you need a solution to Sion. What I mean by solution to Sion, oh, there you go. That could be okay.
Hey, puppy! There we go. There we go. That was what we were waiting for. Now we're gonna give all this to Yoda. Look at all that stuff. Hopefully, he has battle meditation ready soon here. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. No!
Oh my god!
All that we're building up to.
I mean,
man.
there was a lot of screaming that went on the streams. You know, I streamed for about 3 hours. You streamed for a couple hours. It was just a lot of screaming at
a lot of screaming of the Jedi. Yeah,
well, and this is going to be the meta for a while now, and it should be. You know, Traya is hard to get, and you know that's a culmination of a lot of people in your roster and coordination with your guild and so on, and having Jedi training Rey. I mean, you need a whole bunch of teams to make it through the Sith raid, so it is kind of like the end goal right now. And you know, I'd be disappointed if there was just a marquee character that came out that
just
destroyed
goodbye,
my Traya that I just unlocked. And so you know, even though Nest is amazing, but you know, she doesn't a real answer to Traya necessarily.
There we go. So it's 49,000 damage. So we're gonna win. Definitely some screaming that went on there a little bit. It's gonna come down to having to deal Cyan for a little bit. But let's see.
Well, at least you can stun now.
Yeah. Well.
If you can get through the tenacity, right? Yeah.
Oh, let's call Yoda. Come on, baby. Let's finish this off. Take it home.
That's great damage right there. I mean, that's what Jedis need is damage and Ezra. Oh my God, Ezra and Ahsoka are, you know, Ahsoka of course is not a Jedi. Come on.
Ah, no.
Okay.
Hold on.
Go.
This will be Yoda.
Ezra for the win. Oh, it will Yoda.
There we go.
Either way.
Woo!
Anyways.
Jeez, the sweat is beating down my forehead. These battles are intense.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. I mean, I really think Old Ben is kind of, you know.
Old Ben, I 100% agree.
Turn meter removal on Old Ben is just really good. You can't take him out
so early. No, I mean, it's hard for us to know because we don't play at a lower part of the game, but we're always fighting trades. But man, I kind of wish we had this strategy like way back when, getting Old Ben to a mind trick early on. That's so clutch. So we're gonna swap it over, do Bastila lead, put a little bit more DPS on it because we do think that Ahsoka is an MVP with the recent addition of the Jedi. So we're gonna show how it works in this team because there's a lot of buffs as well. Like if you give it to Yoda, or you could do it to Yoda or Ezra. I probably would have done Yoda for that one. Let's see, but Ahsoka, look at all the stuff she has that she can use in a second here. Bam.
Okay, here we go.
Who do you want to take out? Who do you want to take out right now?
Palpatine's going away right now no matter what.
Oh, but that seems like overkill, but yeah, do it. Let's see.
Okay, we got to do it on 1x for fun, right?
Let's see, come on.
Bam! Bam! Boy.
I mean, I guess the point...
Very satisfying.
Very satisfying. So there's kind of 2 points to the video. So Bastila and Yoda, I think Bastila does have a little bit of an edge over Yoda. Yoda has his pros of being a leader as well, but it's so important getting your characters out there, especially if there's a superly modded Palpatine lineup like what we're facing. You want to make sure you get your Jedi out there as fast as possible. So Bastila does help, but as we showed, Yoda did win 1 out of the 2 battles, and you're probably going to win 2 out of 2 battles with Bastila right here. And the other point is, you might have to think outside the box. Outside of a full Jedi team, if you really want to make sure you're getting consistent wins. And Ahsoka Tano is one of those answers to getting consistent wins because she brings that extra damage output here. Like, you're doing fairly well right now. I really like what you're doing here.
Yeah.
There you
okay,
go.
double hit. Come on.
One more.
Okay.
Ahsoka, maybe. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, one more.
Stuck behind it, but that's all right.
Stuck. All right, you better hope Thrawn doesn't have no protection. Grant.
There's a lot of silly things going on in this team. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's just the way it was meant to be that way. Okay, so here we go.
There we go.
Look at it there. Boom. Okay. And then Ahsoka. Come on, Ahsoka. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Bam. And then.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. We
Ahsoka to
that way.
assist. There we go. All right, so now you can use this for someone else.
Okay, we're going for Nihilus.
Yep. There we go. Try to get through that protection. Maybe if you could do it right, he might not get it annihilate. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do the
I have a feeling we're gonna lose one way or another. And the thing is now that Trey is gone, you know, we can stun with Bastila if that comes around.
And get ability blocks. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, so there are some funny things we can do now that Trey is out of the way. You know, more control. But of course, you know, we're Scion here. Scion, right? yeah, science, man. Oh, remember when we were complaining? Oh, it'd be nice if we had another tank except General Kenobi. Well, there's your answer. There's your answer. You get Scion. There's your dark side General Kenobi right there. Oh, picked off one by one. You need to connect the dots with. So goodbye, Ahsoka. I mean, that's one of the direct counters to, you know, that's just the way it goes.
As we said, Yoda throughout the battle, he's constantly granting all these bonuses. So if you like that, where you might lose out of the gate, as we saw with some of the battles of Yoda, but at least through the battle, you're gonna kind of keep up with all the critical damage, getting constant tenacity, because that's what you're lacking. You're lacking frequent tenacity to stop getting pain as often. Where the Grandmaster Yoda leadership, that should help you. And plus, also when Yoda's leading, he's immune to shock. That's just another side thought as well. You could, oh jeez.
I don't know, man.
There you have it. There you have it. I think that, so if we had if someone was really wanting something right now, I would probably say, because Bastila right now is a pay-to-play character, maybe just go with Yoda lead, but I think even a 4-star Bastila, 3-star Bastila, if you want your Jedi team to get out the gate really quickly and do the old Ben trick, do the Talzin trick, do all your other crazy stuff, maybe she's the winner. It's they both obviously I won one, you won one. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and like, comment down below, check out Mobile Gamer's video that we did over there, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And until then,
Party Richter, Party Richter,
Down, 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 down.
Party Richter, Party Richter,
Son of a bitch.
Party Richter, Party Richter.
Down, down, down.